Good morning. Welcome to our congregation of New Thought believers. We're happy to see all of you here or there by Zoom. We have come to know that nothing happens by accident and that all is in divine order. We're not gathered together by accident. We are each part of the divine source energy that manifests as unity on the Eastern Shore, here and now. As we celebrate the gift of life and our unity with all others, we affirm that we all are one. We bless and embrace people of every race, culture, lifestyle, and creed. And we know that the one source as light and love expresses equally in every life. We are grateful for the presence of God within each of us and our ever increasing acceptance and expression of the divine truth. If you're a newcomer visiting with us today, we welcome you. We are truly happy that you're here with us. We are blessed by your presence. The Quest study group will meet by Zoom at the usual time, Wednesday at 1:30. The weekly prayer pause will also meet for about 15 minutes by the Zoom link on Thursday at 9 a.m. Prayer requests can be sent to any board member or to Reverend Ann. UES will only meet by Zoom for the foreseeable future. If anyone is not receiving the newsletter, please send your email address to our editor, Andrea, and her address is letmesow@yahoo.com. Again, that's letmesow@yahoo.com. World Day of Prayer, Unity's annual, is this Thursday, the 9th, and their theme this year is All is Well with My Soul. If you're interested in watching the 7 o'clock p.m. opening ceremony, I'll give that website in a moment. They say, to prepare for the 24-hour silent prayer, we will begin with the opening ceremony, which you can join either in person or online from 7 to 8 p.m. This reverent and holy opening ceremony will create the sacred space in the sanctuary and in your home, and prepare your body and mind for your 1 hour of silent prayer and meditation. The website to join is unitytriangle.org/World Day of Prayer 2021. unitytriangle.org/World Day of Prayer 2021. Now it's time for our positive affirmations as they appear on the screen. Let's read them together. Together, we lovingly and gratefully acknowledge the presence of the divine in our midst. Our purpose statement helps explain who we are and why we are here. So let's affirm that now. Together, our purpose is to foster a new level of spiritual awareness through worship and fellowship, and to lift one another to a Christ-like maturity. Now it's time for some musical inspiration. This piece is No Mud, No Lotus.
No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask. The sleepless nights and the dizzying heights and the dreams, some of which came true. Tough breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you. heart, it fueled the hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold. If it was simple, it made you wise. If it was sweet, it made you smile. Weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet, they walked, and your lips, they talked, and your hands dug around for the proof. Every look, every book, picture in your mind that you took created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you. Grows you. And everything you go through grows you. Exposes the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lovers, and the swoon of the deep blue sky. And as the time flew, you planted and gathered your truth as it passed before your eyes. And the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just beneath the skin. But in the glow of your own light, your petals open wide, and you bloom right where you are. And everything you go through grows you. Grows you. And everything you go through grows you. Expose who you are. No mind, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask.
That's such a good song. Each month we affirm one of the 12 powers. The spiritual power for this month is order, and the color is olive green as shown on this banner. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, established the 12 powers, spiritual powers that we celebrate all year long. Now it's time for our joyous affirmations. Please join me in stating our affirmations as they're written on the screen, once aloud and once in the silence. Together, there is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. Together, we know God blesses all special intentions in our prayer box and that God's perfect plan is in order. Together, we are alive, alert, awake, joyous, and enthusiastic about life. Today's message from the Daily Word is balance. With God, I live a life of balance. Work can be a fulfilling use of my talents and efforts. I may enjoy the challenge of growing in responsibility and using my abilities to accomplish great things. But if I work too much or for too long, my energy might start to wane and my thinking become dull and uninspired. Likewise, too much leisure time might rob me of motivation and pull me into a spiral of inactivity. Spiritual practices bring precious balance into my life. Through prayer, I touch eternity and feel the presence of God within. Through meditation, I focus my mind and feel calm and grounded. Through speaking affirmations, I claim divine ideas and act on inspiration. In gratitude, I find balance in God, the one presence and one power in my life. And from Job 31:6, let me be weighed in a just balance and let God know my integrity. Now we have a song called Love Cover Me. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm out of order. Now it's time for our speaker, our messenger, for Reverend Linda Fisher, who has been in our pulpit before, and we're delighted to welcome her back.
As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. And with every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me. Make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate. Gently deactivate. Slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken and tenderness be proved. Love, cover.
Today's good news comes from Linda Fisher, who has been in our pulpit before. We're delighted to welcome her back. She is an ordained Science of Mind minister. She holds a bachelor and master's degree in various religious studies. She's a motivational speaker, a sacred ceremony officiant, and a mastermind facilitator and a business consultant. We're happy to again welcome Reverend Linda Fisher. Linda, you're muted.
Can you hear me now? Yes, okay. Okay, good morning. What a joy it is to be here once again and explore One Power for Good. Today I'll be reading from and sharing a book for One Power for Good, written by Reverend Susan Hartlight. She's a dear friend of mine, and she blessed me with this book when I was down visiting her in Louisiana. She got hit by the hurricane, but thank God she is doing better. Susan is very powerful. She worked for the court district, and she also traveled through Europe. She became a minister. She was in the military. She was a single mom. So she's really lived a full life. But I encourage you to go on to Amazon and buy her book, One Power for Good. So I'll be sharing quite a bit from her book because I found it very, very inspiring. So Joel Osteen said, let go of yesterday, let today be a new beginning and be the best that you can, and you'll get to where God wants you to be. So think about that. When Joel speaks about that, let go of yesterday, how many of us hang on to what happened yesterday or what happened last year or what happened 20 years ago? You know, it's when we live in the present moment that we really embrace life as it is for today. So I encourage you, when your mind goes back to what happened 20 years ago, or maybe a mistake you made, or maybe something that you lost that you wish that you hadn't made that decision, let it go and live in the moment. It's most important. So we're living on one planet supported by the infinite intelligence. Each one of us has the ability to connect with Source and use one power for good to create the life we dare to dream. I ask you, what are you dreaming? What is it that you're daring to dream? Is it maybe going on a cruise? Is it possibility of doing something different? Maybe start a new career, invent something? What is it that you would like to see manifest? What is it that you're dreaming of? For me, I'm dreaming of driving a new car. I'm dreaming of possibly creating a new career. You know, it's like there's things going around in my mind, and it's like, okay, God, which way, or what do I do, or what car should I buy? And so it's making that final decision. When I had a husband, he always made the decisions. So now it's like, okay, he's been gone now for a lot of years, but so I'm the one that makes the decisions now. But I know through God, the right car and the right manifestation will turn up in my life. So the universe is calling us to a higher ground. Think about that. The universe is calling us to a higher ground. This planet offers us so many avenues of expression, and we continuously create something new out of nothing. The nothing, the invisible, is from our thoughts that a chair appeared out of nothing. Someone had an idea, thought about it, pictured it in their mind, created it, took it into form and action, and connected with the one mind on this one planet. In an instant, a chair appeared. So think about from the beginning of time and all the things that have been created on this incredible universe. I mean, we walked years ago, and then there was horses and buggies and camels and, you know, objects to carry us where we wanted to go. And then there was the automobile, but everything that is on this earth, this table, this computer, the pictures behind me, all was created. And it was an idea, and it came into form. So think about that for a minute, that there are many things that can manifest in your life today. The Bible tells us in Genesis of the story of the creation of planet Earth, from nothing, one thought by God, Source, and in an instant, Earth and everything in it was created. The ocean, the land, the mountains, the trees, the animals, everything that God thought came into form. Wow. Just think about it. From nothing, there was nothing then God created the earth. Incredible, incredible. When you really comprehend that idea. It's really amazing. So the key is to use your mind. Think thoughts, feel feelings, see the image, and believe the possibility of one power. We live on this magical planet that has everything we need, and there are many planets, as far as we know, that have no life. An amazing mystery for sure. And we're exploring those planets now. As you know, the astronauts are going out into the universe looking for another planet that has water and it has life on it itself. So who knows? There may be another Earth created. Earth was created by God in God's time and life. And we may want something and wonder why it's taken so long. Well, guess what, folks? It's always in God's time and not our time. I know for myself, it was like I'm moving and it was like, show me the right house. What area am I going to live in? You know, what town? What is it going to look like? And I was put it out there that I wanted to live in a loving community, in a beautiful home, in a great district with good neighbors. And guess what? When I waited long enough, God showed up, the perfect house. My neighbors are great. The church is wonderful. So what more could I ask for? It was just a matter of stop and waiting in God's time and not mine. But me, I like to have it done yesterday. I want it done right now, right now. But God always has another plan. So God's timing is always perfect timing. And when you have a thought to wonder how long it will take, know this, in God's time, it'll be revealed. As our human minds think about what we want, our human mind also thinks, well, it does cost more than I can afford. And I have right now. Or maybe so-and-so can live like that, but not me. Or perhaps when I get the new job, or get married, or find something new to do. Maybe it'll happen then. Maybe if I go to the grocery store and be more friendly, maybe I'll meet that perfect mate. You know, it's things that we think sometimes is so crazy, but anything is possible through God. So with God, all things are possible. And when you align with God and release your doubts, uncertainties, fears, and worries, the thing you want in your life will appear. For example, you manifested a grant this year. You put it out there in the universe, you asked, and it showed up. So it's planting the seeds, putting it out there, and in God's time, it showed up perfectly. So congratulations on that. And in this day and age, chaos is pulling us to go back to sleep and ignore how powerful we are. We are so powerful that we can create peace on this earth when we all come together as one. True, when you stop and think about it, right? It's the thoughts that we put out manifest in the universe. So coming together, knowing there is peace on this earth, and praying and connecting with one another and being strong, it'll show up. If we send a negative energy out to someone we disagree with, guess what, guys? We magnify that issue that we disagree with. So be kind to yourself. When we live in the present, we can hear our hearts breathe, feel our body rise and fall with our breath, and see our surroundings. My thinking is for each of us to be ourselves. Send love to everyone. Begin with yourself and with your family and with your neighbors, and then with everyone that you connect with, because love heals all wounds. If there's something in your life that you need to forgive somebody, forgive them and let it go. And you'll feel the whole energy in your body shifting in such an incredible way. When we come in contact with that one power for good is available, it's available to everyone all the time. Quiet your mind from all the issues in the world that want to make you busy, upset, feeling lack. Consciously connect with your mind to this power in the universe, which we call source, which has infinite love and infinite energy for you. So I ask you, what I want to see in my life is, you fill in the blanks. what I want to see in my life is, write it down. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Look at it every day. Because what you want in life will manifest. The same as me being here today. You manifested and created and asked me to come to share with you. Because it's your thinking and your consciousness that creates who shows up to be the beloved soul and teach you in church. So ask yourself, what do you love to do? Who do you love to be around and talk to? Where and when are you the happiest? Are you happy when you're with your friends or family? Are you happy when music plays? Are you happy when you go out and be with nature? Maybe go for a walk, or maybe go to the ocean. Whatever it is that calls you forth, take that, listen to it, and put it out there and apply it in your life. For me, it's always the water. I am the most happiest when I am at the water, because the water to me is emotion and it's energy, and it just washes my whole body over in so many ways. So think about that. Think about, where are you the happiest, and apply that and let that show up more in your life. If it's laughing and being with a beloved soul, your soulmate, share that. Remind that person every day how much you appreciate them, because we never know how long we are going to be here on Mother Earth. So how can you create more of the above and generate a feeling of well-being? Only you can answer that. I can't answer that for you. Only you can. So our feelings are our inner compass to direct our course and assist us know if we are veering off or are aligned with source. We always have choices. The world continuously pulls us in one direction or another, distracting us from pure thought and our good if we let it. So what do you think every day? What goes around in your mind? What is it that feelings that come over you? Do you feel energized and alive when you get up in the morning? Are you grateful that, wow, I got another day to live? I have another day to be magnificent. Do you tell yourself how great you are? Think about that. It's the thoughts that we think and how we apply them in our life. It's how things show up on a daily basis, because it's that feeling, that emotion around it. It's like dancing. You feel energized and you feel alive when you're dancing, or you're singing a song that really lifts your spirit. That's the feeling of connecting with the Almighty. So always remember, we have choices. We can choose to be happy, or we can choose to be sad. It's our choice. Take a moment and go within and check your feelings. Do you feel tired? Do you feel awake and energized? Do you feel hungry? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel worried, unhappy, lonely, and frustrated? How do you feel? The good news is that once you identify what it is that you're feeling, you can decide whether you want to continue feeling that way. It's a simple choice, a simple choice for all people. We choose how we show up in the world and how we feel. It's a difficult task, but only if a person resists the one power for good with themselves. So take a moment and think about that. Think about your feelings. Think about how you feel about you, the beautiful, amazing person that you are. Tune into your feelings every morning. Stretch your body before you step out of bed. Take a deep breath. Stretch. It feels good, yes. So right now, maybe stretch. Oh, stretch. And when you stretch, you feel the energy shift in your body. You know, it's just like if you have a dog or a cat and they wake up and they stretch their body and they sort of move and then they yawn. Well, that's how they start their day. They start their moment when they come up from being asleep. We as adults, as individual persons, and even as children, I'm teaching my grandchildren when they get up in the morning, stretch. And they don't seem so, how can I say it? They're so full of energy that moment when they stretch, they're a little quiet. And I think, oh, I wish sometimes they could be quiet all the time. But they're children, 4 and 6, so they have that super incredible energy. And sometimes I think, oh, I'd like to take some of that myself. But I do. I think in my body, I am just alive and vibrating at 4 as I am at, let's say 39. I'm gonna have a birthday this month, so I don't know. I might have to change that. Anyway, stretching, it feels good. So stretching and breathing first thing in the morning is a great action to bring joy in your life. Try it tomorrow morning. See how you feel before you get out of bed. Think positive and love being alive. Life is wonderful, even in times that feel horrible. We can rise above and out of the funk, as I always say. Oprah Winfrey says, what God intended for you goes far beyond anything you can imagine. You know, when I read that in Susan's book, Imagine, I thought of John Lennon singing, Imagine, Imagine. And I thought about his song and I kept singing it over and over within my soul. And boy, it brought such peace within me, because we can imagine anything in our life if we choose to. So for one powerful good, what exactly does this mean? And this power inside of me is the power above me, is the power in church, is the power in the minister or a priest or the Pope? Is this power in nature? Is this power in the ocean, rivers or waterfalls? In this power, is it inside a mother's heart or a father's strength? Is this power between brothers and sisters, inside a stranger? Is this power the thought of the thinker? Is this power in the writing and the written word or spoken word? Is this power in the words of a song or a musical melody? The answer is yes. This one power for good is everywhere. It's in you and I, in every soul that we encounter. So remember, there's not a spot where God is not. And Jesus said, the Father and I are one. Between God and me, there is no in between. Think about it. If God and I are one, then it makes sense that God knows that we can do and be and have whatever our minds can conceive. If we see it in our minds, we can create it, believe it, and empower the one good in your life. It is the feeling that we are after. It is one powerful good, filling our hearts, body, minds, and souls to overflowing with love. So when we come from that place of love within our soul, the world is a better place, and so is our life, because love does heal all wounds. And when we believe in one power for good, God, Great Spirit, Buddha, ally, higher power, Jesus, Father, Mother, God, or whatever name you wish to call it, we invite all the powerful to be present within us, to co-create our dreams and make them come true. Love is unconditional. Love is forgiving. Love is what Luther Vandross sang about, so amazing. And in his song, he says, I am so amazing. Say that with me, or say it within silently if you wish. I am so amazing. I am so amazing. I am so amazing. And when you say that, you'll feel the energy go through your body. It's like a small affirmation. And when I read that in Susan's book, I thought, wow. I always say, you are amazing. But it's saying that I am so amazing. I have used that this week several times, and I have found that when I say I am so amazing, my whole body just calms right down. And I feel energized, and I even put a smile on my face. So it's a little tidbit for you to take this week. If something comes up or you get a little upset over a bill or whatever it may be, just say, I'm amazing. I am so amazing. I am so amazing. And you'll see how it calms you down. Try it. Let me know if it works. So write down what you desire to create in your life. Do not think about it. Just write it down. I started journaling a new book this week and putting out new dreams, putting out new things that I like to see manifest in my life, especially within the ministry. It's where my heart is and always has been in teaching. So I have written that down and put it out there and said, I don't know how it's going to show up, but I know it will show up in many forms. So doing that and putting little thoughts and tidbits out for pet sitting and connecting with people and getting involved in a woman's group. And so I'm really putting myself out there after finally getting settled here. But write down what you desire to create in your life and then let go and let God guide you in that direction. So just let the words flow. I am creating in my life now, and I feel so much joy. I am so amazing. Try it this week. See how it works for you. So let me share this last thing. And I think it's very powerful. I was taught that the Bible uses metaphors and parallels to describe many situations. One of my teachers suggested, what if when Jesus walked on the water, it was a metaphor for emotions? And he was teaching us to rise above our emotions. What a concept. To use our minds to determine how we wish to think. What a great experiment to be in a situation and decide to rise above our emotions regarding that situation and to choose to remain calm and relaxed and contemplate about what makes us feel good and happy. If you only had a few days or hours or minutes to live, what would you want to think about? And would you rather be joyful or tormented? We have this choice. Imagine. You know, when I read that, I thought, wow, what would I think about? What if somebody told me I only had hours to live? Would I think about of all the people I didn't call? Or would I think about how grateful my life has been? Of all the memories that I've had and the people that I've met and touched lives along the way. I think I'd probably think about that and thank God for a life well lived. You know, it's something that there was a time I was afraid about death, and I was afraid about, you know, how long am I gonna live? And I tell everybody, I'm gonna be 125 and I'm gonna still be high-wired and funny and having a good time and healthy, which is one of the main things, because without your health, we really don't have anything. But I thought about that and I thought, wow, you know what? It's okay. Because through this teaching, I learned to let go. And I learned to rest in God's arms. But before that, I didn't have any idea. I just feared it because I didn't want to die. But finding God, as you all know, there's such a peace of a knowingness that, wow, every day is important, and a life well lived and have fun along the way is even better. So be in the moment and feel life, feel the magic and the beauty and the magic within you. You have never been alone, and you never will be. I used to think I was alone until I found God, and I thought, no, God's always with me. I have a life, I have a beautiful life of knowing that presence, that presence of the Almighty is always with us. So always remember, you're never alone. Even when we are by ourselves, we're still not alone, because God is everywhere present, all around us, everywhere. God is within us. I mean, it's just a beautiful feeling to have. You know, I taught my grandchildren that God is with them, and they'll go, Nana, God is in me. God is in the trees. God is in the animals. And I think that's a beautiful concept for a 4-year-old to have that wisdom and knowledge, because some kids don't, they're never told that. And I always tell them that they're loved. So I believe this. And it's my opinion, we are the ocean, the stars, the sun, the moon, and one another. Source created everything out of itself. We are all God's stuff, radiating, illuminating, and most of all, loving. We are one. There is no separation. The invisible concept connects us with all things. Whatever we feel and think or how we behave affects all of life. So breathe in that wonderful breath and relax. Maybe drop your shoulders and soften your entire body, mind, heart, and soul. Yes, we are all of this ocean of life together. So I send you light each and every day. Gandhi said, you must be the change you wish to see in the world, and only you can change. We all have our own life to pursue, our own kind of dream to be weaving. We all have the power to make wishes come true, as long as we keep believing. Lewis May Alcott, when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desire will come to you. Looking to the heavens and wishing upon a star seems magical, right? But what if there is something in that? What is something to that? Looking up to the sky, we may believe there's something bigger than us, a power to grant us wishes and our heart's desire. Imagine that we are made from star stuff, God stuff, and there is magic within us. And when we connect our minds with the mind of the one power for good, manifestation, it occurs so much easier. So when our thoughts, beliefs, and focus is clear, we are aligned with one power for good, because it is important to take it in and merge this concept into your heart, if you so choose. It's your choice. We all have choices. We have free will, and we are the creators of our lives, 100% responsible for what shows up in our lives. So how we think is important. Be kind to yourself, be gentle, love who you are and everything about you. God be with you always until we meet next time. I believe in you. One power for good is everywhere present. Inside of you and me and everyone, when we choose to align and use this power, we are blessed with the cosmic force, happy to grant us much joy. So I've given you a lot to think about today. I've given you some tools to kind of share in your life if you so choose. But the one thing I'll leave you with today is that you are perfect, whole and complete, just the way you are. Every hair in your head, the size of your body, your eyes, the way you think, how you respond to life. You're perfect. And don't let anybody ever tell you you are less than. And if somebody should say something disrespectful to you, say, thank you for sharing, but that's not who I am. Makes all the difference in the world. Don't let anybody take you and try and tell you you're less than anything, because you are truly loved. So let us pray. So take a deep breath within. You just relax your shoulders and take that moment of just knowing that you are the beloved. There is only one power, one individual expression, one divine, magnificent individual. That is you. For in this knowingness that God and I are one, and you are one in that God, life is magnificent. It is unbelievably gifted with many gifts. So as we have come together this morning in love and joy and appreciation, I give thanks for this time together. I give thanks for the ties that keep this church alive. I give thanks for the community that we reach out to change a person's life. So I know that as we give, we receive back multiplied tenfolds over. So as I give love out into the universe, love comes back to me in such a magnificent way, whether it's through a dragonfly or a child, or for a magnificent sunset or sunrise, knowing that there is that individual gift called life. So knowing there is one good, one power in the universe, I say thank you, Father, Mother God, for this day, for this incredible, magnificent journey that we are all on together as one. So I chose love, I chose peace and harmony and joy. For as I embrace those words and know them and accept them in my life, I generate that out to the universe, to each one of you that are here today listening to my voice, knowing that life is very, very good. So I give great thanks, knowing that there is a great, magnificent day before us. So enjoy your day, be kind to yourself, and share the love and the energy flow, send it out to another individual that you may cross paths on today. And with this, I release my word into the universe, knowing that life is incredibly amazing and I am in it. So together we say, and so it is. Amen. Shalom. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Linda, for bringing us your inspiration.
Can't hear you.
I'm open.
Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me? Thank you, Reverend Linda, for bringing us your inspiration. Our next piece of musical inspiration is I'm So Grateful.
While we're giving thanks through our giving, gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Sing it with me, this beautiful song written by my friend Karen Drucker. Here we go, everybody now. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And we're so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
This is the time we give our love offerings. We acknowledge our abundance and share our blessings. If you would like to gift Unity on the Eastern Shore, our mailing address will be on the screen. For those here in person, in your home, you'll have to mail it in. We affirm that every good thing comes from God, and we are humbled by our abundance. For now, please hold your gifts in your hands. Hold yourself in your hands while we say once together the prosperity affirmation. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I have, and all that I receive. Father, we know that all gifts come from you, and we give thanks for all our blessings and lovingly return a portion of them to your service. We take a moment now, along with silent unity, to each pray in our own way. Amen. If you have prayer requests, please send them as well to Box 776, Fairhope, or take advantage of, never mind, the lockbox is locked. We affirm with you that God's plan for you is in action, and we'll forward your prayer requests to Unity Village, Missouri, to be prayed over by Silent Unity. We'll not read your prayer requests. They're kept confidential. Our closing prayer is the prayer for protection, which is on the screen. Let's read that together. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, for we are one. And finally, let's all sing the peace song. The words are on the screen.